Elfin Moon. How are we doing? That was pretty good, Yeah, those are claps and stuff. Give yourselves a big round of applause for coming out, because that's super cool, you guys. And then while we're at it, make some noise for Elfin Moon. Make some noise for them. We got Scott with his hands up back there. We got Scott. We got John on the keys over there. Oh, there he is. I can't see anything in the window. John and Scott are a little bit like Jay and Silent Bob, because one of them talks, the other doesn't, and then Jay got a sore throat from talking and thanking so many people today. So give it up for John and Scott one more time. And it's just incredible. It's a great shop, and you guys are fantastic for being here. And we have a really cool show that's about to happen right behind you guys. So make some noise if you've ever seen Roll for Sandwich before. Okay, all right. Without much further ado, you might know him from at Adventures in Aardia. Give it up for Jacob, aka Mr. Roll for Sandwich. Make some noise for Roll for Sandwich. Keep it going!
Thank you for pretending that you didn't just watch me set up for 20 minutes. Thanks for coming out. This is awesome. It's gonna be fun. Apparently there's an emergency. I wasn't out here when he asked. Has everyone here seen the show? Anybody haven't seen Roll for Sandwich?
We have not.
All right, cool. Thanks for coming anyway. Most of you know what's going on, but if you don't, I randomly generate my sandwich every day for lunch by rolling D&D dice. And sometimes it's good, sometimes it's very not good, but as is the case with D&D and rolling dice for anything, you gotta take whatever you get. So I always eat the entire sandwich, whether it's bad or good. The one exception being live shows, because after I'm done with my sandwich, I'm going to open things up to you all, but I am also going to put that risk on myself as well. So anything you guys roll, I'm gonna be also partaking in, but that's to say I'm not going to eat like 6 sandwiches tonight, But generally, I try not to waste food whenever possible, so. All right, let's get it going. All right, so our options today for bread, we have applesauce donut at number 1, rosemary olive bread at number 2, which probably is great, but I don't like rosemary that much, so that's why I put it at 2. Semolina bread at 3, sourdough at 4, marble rye at 5, and milk bread at 6. A lot of the stuff that we have for today's show is from local businesses and local Indiana places, which is awesome. So anytime that I'm aware of what that is, I'll try to mention it. But if you want to know more about a specific thing, I may not know, but John will know, and we can ask him when he has a voice. So, let's
I guess he rolls up a silent character.
let's see what we end up with for our bread. 6, milk bread.
Nice.
All right.
Starting off strong.
Starting off strong indeed. It is not pre-sliced.
Wow.
Has anybody seen the bread guy on TikTok that balances the slice of bread until it falls over? That's what I was trying to do, but I'm not a professional at that. All right, got 2 slices of milk bread. Woo, smells great. I'm excited. All right. Tom got a little split there.
And we'll take a look at the cross section.
All right. All right, so for our mains, we have some interesting stuff. Dried beef at number 1. Rabbit and pork terrine at number 2. Tofurkey at number 3. Tuna salad, chicken salad, cacciatore, which is a kind of a salami. There's actually, afterwards I looked at this and I'm like, there's like 4 different versions of salami on here. But that's okay. They're all fancy, so that's great. Pastrami, number 8. Summer sausage, blackberry nut salami, sweet sopressata, and 12, the possibility of getting 2 mains, or if I keep rolling 12s, infinite mains.
Eight. You're rolling up to get everything that's in there. Oh my god.
11, sweet sopressata.
Okay.
So this was one of the 4 different kinds of salami.
Oh, goodness.
It looks, so salami is a cured meat, meaning that it is aged in order to preserve it, which is why it looks like it does. But as you see, a lot of the moisture has been leached out of it over time, and it develops that classic salami flavor that you are familiar with if you eat salami. All right. One downside of cured meats is that it's dry. I mean, there is fat present, so it's not going to seem as dry as it would if it was just like a cracker. But if you saw yesterday's episode, we had enough of dry sandwiches for a while. All right. Moving on to the cheese. We've got vegan mozzarella, cottage cheese, and that's a local cottage cheese, so that's going to be a little more interesting than just like cottage cheese. Cheese whiz, which, as you see, I put cheese whiz at 3, which is because it's not. It doesn't taste that bad on a sandwich generally, and because I think cottage cheese is going to be a logistical nightmare. Like, I think it'll taste fine, but it's not going to be easy to make a sandwich with cottage cheese. Blue cheese, fancy Gouda, fancy cheddar. We've got some nice cheese. Yeah, so typically in D&D fashion, you know, higher rolls are better. The hard thing is when organizing ingredients that are going to go on a sandwich, it's not always possible because it really depends on what was already on the sandwich. Like, if it could like change in real time somehow, then you could actually do it that way. But this is just my preference with 260 something sandwiches of experience behind me. It doesn't necessarily mean that one number is better than the other, though I typically put things that are probably going to be A, a disaster, and B, I don't like them lower. 4, blue cheese. So far, the theme is mold.
We all love to eat mold.
That is pungent. I like blue cheese. It can be a lot sometimes, so we'll see what we end up putting with it. As much as you can slice blue cheese. If I was posting this on TikTok, someone would yell at me no matter what I did.
Why didn't you toast the bread?
I feel like the last 2 episodes should explain why it doesn't matter what I do, the dice respond in kind. All right, got a very fancy sandwich so far. Probably gonna get the least fancy thing to put on it, it's gonna end up with sprinkles on it or something. How it always goes. All right, so we're moving on to roughage. We have banana in one. We've had banana on several sandwiches where it's been fine, but it's, you know, a little bit of an oddball. Honestly, I probably should have put creamed corn in one. Thinking about making that into a sandwich, but you know. Radish, onion, black kale, green pepper, tomato, dill pickles, lemon pickles, which is from a local place. Sounds pretty delicious. Avocado and pickled jalapenos, and then of course, by roll 12, there's the potential for infinite roughage. Nine lemon pickles. All right. We're gonna try all the fancy local stuff. This one? Nope. Not that one. Oh, they're pickle spears. Oh no, they're like sandwich strips. Okay, that'll be easier. Sweet lemon candy. Sweet lemon strip pickles. Settlers? So, not too long. From here in Indiana.
Somebody on TikTok would yell at you no matter what you called it.
Oh wow.
Does it smell like mold?
No. Hopefully we've left that theme in the past. It does smell very interesting. Reminds me of that trend that was going around, the Kool-Aid pickles that people were doing. But like probably in like lemonade. All right. I thought there were forks in here too, but there's just spoons, so we're just gonna do it that way. Okay. I could just put my fingers in there, but I don't know who's gonna be eating these after. So.
Hopefully not me.
All right, we're gonna cut these just a little bit.
It's your fault.
Don't have my trusty cutting glove. Longtime viewers of the show will know why that is a thing. A lot of people yell at me like, why do you need a cut glove to cut a sandwich? And I don't, but TikTok seems to think I do. I pulled my videos down several times for showing a knife in a cooking video. I don't understand that, but trying to show them that I'm being as safe as possible. And also it fits the whole medieval Dungeons and Dragons theme to have a chainmail glove, so. All right. So far, so good. I usually have the sound effects at home. All right. Now, for the dangerous stuff. Oh, wait. Yes, I need to roll for a second, brother.
Yes.
12. 2. Great. That is textbook roll for Sam. Choking in the bottom of the knife.
You need a word of inspiration.
There will be more sandwiches tonight. Hopefully, the good luck is waiting for. Yep. Sweet corn with sweet pickles and sweet sopressata. It's a sweet moldy sandwich.
No, you went back to I will I'll expel you with my sandwich.
Hopefully, I'm not expelling a sandwich.
So you can't.
I don't know who invented cream corn, but never mind. There's kids here. That splashed more than I expected. Well, what did I say about dry earlier?
That's not gonna be at
Me
least.
and my big fat mouth.
It's the next 30 years.
All right. Cool. All right. Only a 1 in 20 chance. That one was not me. That was courtesy of Elfin Moon. So. See how that goes. Sprinkles, caramels, spiced Coca-Cola. Must be.
Oh, I think I've heard of that.
Hopefully, yeah, that's. Yeah. There are some good options. Dill. Any of these seasonings will be good. Honestly, the pretzels, the popcorn, beef jerky even. I mean, the sopressata is already going to kind of have a thick, meaty texture already, so it's going to, it'll be, yeah.
New Bardic Inspiration has its 30 right now.
All right. Eight. Granola. Okay. All right. It could have been much worse. Balance out the cream, corn, a little bit of crunch. It's gluten-free granola. Maybe all granola is gluten-free. I don't know. Gluten-free, low sodium. Scholars in Bakehouse. From Bloomington. So, another local. Smells good. Oh, there's almonds in here? Yeah, alright. Whatever can distract me from the cream corn. It's probably as much as it will realistically stay on the sandwich. Alright. Most of these sound pretty good by themselves. It's just once you put them with blue cheese and everything else, things go to that. Alright, so far we've got sweet sopressata, blue cheese, lemon pickles, creamed corn, granola, all on milk bread. So I think there's a couple key players here that I think would be the best possible option. I don't think the mustard would be too bad, balancing out some of the sweetness. Bacon jam would also be pretty good. Hot sauce wouldn't be bad. I mean, honestly, soy sauce would just add a little bit of salt. I'm really hoping to steer away from one of those sweeter things on here. We're already kind of way in that zone. Obviously, I hate ketchup, so hoping that stays away. But no matter what, at least I don't have to drink it. The ketchup or the sandwich. All right. A little big one.
Come on. 20.
Oh no! Betrayed by my own nuts. You know, I mean, it wouldn't be wrong for sandwich. Is it this one? Yeah, it's a fancy ketchup. Local folks foods, the flavor of the Midwest. I mean, one of the reasons why I typically dislike ketchup is because a lot of American ketchups have corn syrup in them. This says it doesn't, so maybe that would make it mean it's better. It's still ketchup though. That's true. That's probably the low point. Interesting. I'm worried that so much is going to come out of this thing. So, you know what? Okay. This is going to be difficult to eat. Okay, this is for sandwich integrity and for no other reason.
I agree.
Let it be known that I commit.
How's it taste?
I mean, it's better than Heinz. It almost tastes like spaghetti sauce. All right, we have a sandwich. We don't have toothpicks. That's something I didn't think about.
That is like
Right.
almost there.
We'll still cut it.
It's just kind of.
All right, this is your Instagram moment. Anybody that's okay. Okay, let's take a look at that cross section. All right, now we're gonna see how this is.
Someone get the trash.
I'm gonna top off my water before we dive in here.
Yeah, we go quickie.
Do you guys want to do this? It's not done, sir.
All right, let's give it a taste. This is always the most awkward part. Like, at home, I'm just sitting there eating a sandwich. Live, it's weird.
Yes.
This is what it's like at my house, because I'm just making faces to the camera for like 2 minutes, and then I record the voiceover. So, that is texturally troubling. So you have creamed corn, which is mushy, crunchy granola, and then the soppressata is like very thick, like jerky-like salami. And then there's blue cheese in there that I forgot about. Until it reminded me forcefully. I mean, I've had worse tasting sandwiches. It's not good, but it's not bad. It's always funny when we have such quality ingredients. Sorry. You're in the splash zone. It's always, you know, like I'll get sent like Spanish chorizo or something like that from a fan, and I'll be like, "This is awesome. Thank you for giving me this. I'm sorry that I'm going to just, yeah, try not to say things that you know, kids. But it's just, yeah, bad things. So,
Again.
it is, Jesus, it's something. It's very complicated. There's just a lot going on. Those pickles are pretty good by themselves. They taste like sweet relish. Which I'm not the biggest sweet pickle person, but it works with everything else. Interesting. Yeah, so one caveat with live sandwiches, I don't typically name them because I'm a writer, but I'm not a like improv person. So I usually spend, that's the longest part of making a roll for sandwich episode is coming up with the name for the sandwich. Like it literally takes me like hours. Like some like people who have like good hearing or you know just want to bug me by sending me messages about it have pointed out that often you can hear that the name sounds like it's been like inserted audio-wise, and it's because it has, because I'll literally edit the entire episode except for the name of the sandwich, and then I'll like go do other stuff for like half a day, and then eventually I'll be like, oh, okay, this is the name. So we don't have half a day to sit here and wait for me to name the sandwich, but I will give it a rating. It's a tough one. Just like I said, a lot of good quality ingredients put together in a way that should never be done. And there's ketchup, fancy ketchup, but ketchup. And then a canned green corn. So, I don't think, if this were an episode of the show, I don't think I would feed the dice to Owen. I don't think we're that low. We are at like a 4.2, I think. Because like I said, there's a lot of individually good tasting things in here. The texture is really, just don't. Just. Woo! The difference between like your teeth hit one of the things in the sandwich and then have to change how you're biting the sandwich in order to get through it. Oh. Oh wow. I just got a big bite of that blue cheese and it just tastes like barnyard. Which, I mean, it's just, ooh. How you know it's okay, well, that was an interesting sandwich. If I were to name it, it would be something about mold and sweetness and, you know.
I know one.
I can, sure, yeah.
The moldy monster.
Moldy monster, all right. There we go. All right. So, that is how Rover Sandwich works. Sometimes it goes much better. Sometimes it goes way worse. So we're in a pretty good spot.